Good morning, third grade. Happy Monday. I hope you were able to watch our Bible video. And now we're going to do math and reading groups later. Okay, so if you look up at the board, today we're doing our math book. Okay, so make sure you have arithmetic 4. Make sure you have a pencil. Make sure an eraser if you need it. Scratch paper is always good to have handy. I would pause the video, get all those things. Your book, your pencil, and some scratch paper, and then come on back. All right, okay, so we are doing page 219 and 220, and this is a general review. You can see I wrote general review. There's nothing new, and it's not a test, so that's good, but we are going to do some together, and I'm gonna give you some homework of ones I want you to do by yourself so that on our calls, if we have time in reading group, we'll go over it, but most likely we'll go over it tomorrow in our one-on-one calls, okay? So that's what I want you guys to focus on, going slow and neat with me, and then doing the problem right after. And so it's really important, guys, that you pause the video and do it with me at the same time. Don't watch the whole video and then go back and and pick some problems, because I've noticed that's where kids are making mistakes. And if I do a sample, the one right next to it is going to be just like it. So it's fresh in your head. That's what you want to be doing. Okay, guys? All right, so I'm going to share my screen right away. And we are going to look at our page together. See it come up here. There we go. Okay, so we've got that boy swinging from the tree. That's how you know you're on the right page. And it is page 219, okay? All right, so let's zoom in. We're gonna do a few of these together, and a few of them you're gonna do for homework, and I'm gonna check those with you when I give you a call, okay? All right, so let's do A together, okay? So I'm gonna put a slash there, knowing that this is one that we're doing as a class, okay? So we've got our bottom numbers, 8, 2, and 4. Do our denominators match? Nope. Can you think of a number, if I count, let's count dude, that I can get counting by 8, 2, and 4? Did anyone say 12? It won't work. Look again. 16 works, but there's one smaller. 8. Guys, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 8, and then obviously 8. If we can find one that's already there, that's the one we're gonna wanna do. So let's turn them all to 8s. Okay, so here we go. Let's change, starting at the top. Is one of them already an 8? Yes, let's bring that one over. Don't change it. Also, guys, neatness really counts here. You've got to slow down. A sharp pencil helps so much. If you have a mechanical, I'm trying to see if I have one in here. No, I don't have my mechanical pencil, but there's those certain mechanical pencils that are really fine tipped and they help you to write small. So those of you who tend to get kind of big and messy, see if you can get some mechanical pencils. If not, sharpen your pencil. If you've got to pause the video and sharpen it right now, do that. Okay, so here we go. 2 times what makes 8? 2 times 4. So 1 times 4 is 4. Good job. 4 times 2 is 8. So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay. You can even see it's hard for Mrs. Roach to write small, right? So it's hard for an adult. It's going to be hard for a child too. Okay, so let's see, are we adding or subtracting? That's right, we're adding. So what's 3/8 plus 4/8 plus 6/8 make? I always like to look at the ways to make a 10. So 4 plus 6 makes 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. So we've got 13/8 there, right, guys? Okay, so let's count up our whole number. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. Okay, now this is where a lot of you are like, hey, I'm done, move on. It's improper, that's right. So I'm gonna have to put my 13 in the division house and divide by 8. All right, so let's subtract and see what we get here. What's 13 minus 8? Say 8, count up to 13. 8 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5, good job. 1 and 5 over 8. Now remember our cool trick. We have to add this with our whole number. So I'll draw a little smiley face here. What's 19 plus 1 and 5/8? That's right. Oops, sorry guys. 20 and 5/8 is my final answer here. Okay? All right, good job, you guys. All right, so now I want you to try, I'm gonna circle it in blue. I want you to try letter B. Now these bottom numbers don't match, so you're gonna have to change them. And you may have to borrow. Oh, you don't need to borrow, so that's good. Okay, so but try letter B and do this right now by yourself. Okay. Once you finish that one, now don't keep watching. I want you to pause the video and do letter B right now. Okay, when you're done with B, then push play. Okay, so I want to do letter D together, and then you're going to do H by yourself. Okay, all right, so here we go. Remember, we have to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. What's 6 times 5? Right, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32, and I'm going to put that over my 5, so that stays the same. Okay, then we're going to times it by 1/2. Now, a lot of you weren't cross-canceling, you were just multiplying. 32 times 1 is 32. 5 times 2 is 10. But we got to cross-cancel first because it makes our reducing not as hard at the end. Okay, so how many 2's can go into 32? This would be a good time to get out your scratch paper because that's not really one that we know in our heads. So I'm going to do it on the side here. How many 2's can go into 32? Okay, 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract, I get 1. Bring down the 2, 12. How many 2's can go into 12? 6. Good job. So we've got 2 times 6 is 12. There won't be a remainder here. So I'm going to cross out my 2, make it a 1, cross out my 2 by 32 and make it a 16. Now this is going to make it a lot easier with our long division. So 16 times 1 is 16, and 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, am I done? Yippee. No, what's wrong with it? Improper. Always look, is my fraction reduced or is it improper? Okay, so I'm going to put my 16 in the division house, put my 5 on the outside. 5 can go into 16 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract, I get 1. So 3 and 1, oh, not fifth. 3 and 1 what? 3 and 1/5 is my answer. I was writing 3 and 1/3. So this is my answer, 3 and 1/5 for number 16, for letter D. Okay, so now I want you to do H. Okay, so right now everyone by yourself, I want you to change this first. Remember how we change it and make a new fraction. Now remember with 3, what do I have to do with 3? That's right, you have to make 1. Okay, so figure out how you're going to change 2.5. Do your multiplying, add the number on top. Okay, and then check for reducing if you can. Okay, check and see if there's something I can cross cancel. If there's nothing to cross cancel, then just multiply. All right, good job, you guys. Okay, so far you've done B and H. Let's go down. If you want to do another one on there to challenge you, I would love it if you would. Okay, otherwise let's go down to our word problems. These ones aren't too hard today. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Letter A. Brooke's egg salad recipe calls for 4 eggs. She wants to make twice the recipe. How many eggs does she need? Okay, so normally her egg salad, a salad made out of eggs, I guess chopped up, is 4 eggs, okay? And she wants to make twice as much. So does that make sense that she would need twice as many eggs, right? What does twice mean? Like double, right? 2 times, double it. So what math equation would I do here to figure it out? She wants 2 times as many eggs. So 2 times, how many eggs? 2 times 4, yeah. So how many eggs will she need? 8 eggs. Good job, you guys. That one was not too tricky, right? Okay, let's look at letter B. It says, Zachary took $10 to camp with him. On Monday, he spent $270. On Tuesday, he spent $190. And on Wednesday, he spent $295. How much money does he have left for the rest of the week? Okay, so this is how much money he started with, this $10. But he spent all those circled numbers. So this is actually a 2-step problem. What should I do first? Do we know how much he spent on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all together? No, it just told us what he did on Monday, what he did on Tuesday, and what he spent on Wednesday. So how would I figure out how much he spent on all those days? Add it up. Okay, that's not going to be our final answer, but this will at least get us a number of what his total money is that he spent. Okay, so make sure you copy it carefully. Make sure you line up those decimal points. 2.70, 1.90, 2.95. These are all money, right? So we can put our dollar signs here. Okay, so let's add this up. 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 7, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good job. 5, carry my 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 7. So he didn't spend all his money. He spent $7.55. But they don't want to know how much he spent. They want to know how much money does he have left for the rest of the week. So what do we do when we find out how much money he has left? That's right. He spent that money. We have to take it away. We have to subtract. He's not going to have more money than $10. He's going to have less if he spent it, right, guys? Okay, so let's put our $10. We always put what we paid with on top. If he paid with a $20 bill, we'd have a $20 bill on top. $5 bill, okay, but he spent with a $10 bill, so let's put $10 minus what he paid. Now, where am I going to put the 7? Under this 0 right here, because I have to line up that point. So it's 10.00, and now we're doing 7.55. So make sure you have it lined up perfectly. Okay, I'm going to need to do a lot of borrowing here. Can I take 5 from 0? No. Go next door. Is anybody there? No. Go next door. Is anybody there? No. Go next door. Is anybody there? Yes. Cross out my 1, make it a 0. Remember, you can only share with the person that's right next door to you. So that 1 can't jump over all those zeros and get to that last 0. We've got to just share with the guy next to him. So this guy becomes a 10. Then this guy can take 1 away and share with this one. Then this one can take 1 away and share with this one. Now, is that 10 sharing with anybody? No, there's no one next to him. So we can just subtract now. Okay, what's 10 minus 5? 5. 9 minus 5, 4. Bring down my decimal. 9 minus 7 is 2. So how much money does he have left to still spend? $2.45 left. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's go to the back page. Oh no, sorry. Let's look really quick here. Glad I saw that. I was going too fast. Okay, so on this one it says write 2 factors. Or who remembers what a factor is? Factor. Oh, my pen's not letting me write. Factor times factor equals product, right? So in a multiplication problem, the factors are the numbers that we multiply together to get the product. So they're giving us the product here, 96, 81, 40, and they want us to come up with any 2 factors that we can multiply together to get that, okay? So does anyone know 2 numbers I can multiply to get 96? I think I heard someone say 12 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16, carry the 1. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9, that's right. So 12 and 8 are factors of 96. What are some factors of 81? So 9 times 9, right? And 1 times 81. So I'm gonna put 1 and 81. We don't wanna put 9 times 9 because that's the same number and we need 2 factors. So if these were the ways to make 81, 1 times 81 and 9, these are the 3 factors of 81. So I could write 1 and 9, 9 and 81, 81 and 1, okay? All right, so now I want you to do letter G, letter B, letter E, and letter H. All right, do those by yourself, and then I'm going to check those when I call you. Okay, so you've done so far B and H, and then G, B, E, and H on the bottom. Okay, so let's go over here. All right, we are going to do, let's see, I want you guys to do this A, so let's see. I'll do this A subtraction with you, and then you guys are going to do this one by yourself, C, okay? All right, so here we go. Do my bottom numbers match? No, they don't. 14 and 7. Can you think of a number that will get, be the same? 14, good job. Okay, so let's change them both to 14s. Is one of them already a 14? That's right, the bottom one. So let's keep that one the same. And let's change the next one. 7 times 2 is 14. So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, am I adding or subtracting? I'm subtracting. What is 8 take away 2? Remember, we subtract the numerator. The denominator always stays the same. What's 8 minus 2? Good job. 6 over 14. Good job. All right, and then let's subtract our whole number. What's 16 minus 13? 3. Good. Is there anything I can reduce here? Let's check. What can go into 6 and 14? Two. Good job, you guys. Let's divide by 2. How many 2s can go into 6? 3. And how many 2s can go into 14? 7. Good job. So what's my answer, guys? 3 and 3/7. I was giving you guys a little extra think time there. I don't want you to get into the habit of just doing what I say. You want to be able to think a little bit on your own. Okay, on this one, guys, subtracting fractions, you're gonna need to borrow. Okay, so I'm gonna set this up for you and give you a little bit of help. So I'm gonna change both of these to 9s, okay? This one is already a 9. The one on top is not. So change it to a 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So 1 times 3 is 3. Good job. So we've got 3 9s minus 4 9s. Can I take 4 from 3? If I have 3 fingers up, can you take 4 down? No, 3 is the most I can take away. So you're going to have to get more. What are you going to have to do? Good job. Okay, so cross off your 21 and make it a 20 and add what you need there. I'm going to have you finish the rest of this by yourself. So I'm checking to see how you guys do. This was the same as that one on the quiz that a lot of people missed. Fourth graders, you guys did great on it. You just had to reduce. That was the only thing you missed, but you did well on this one. So go slow, take your time, and at the end, see if you have to reduce. Okay? All right, guys. Let's go down to section 5. It says circle the proper fractions and box the improper. So proper means there's a small number on top. Is this a small number on top? Yes. Good. Is this a small number on top? Yes. Is this a small number on top? No. 3 is bigger than 2. Okay, go ahead and finish these by yourself. All right. Okay, your last little challenge you need to do, let's see. Why don't we do, I'm going to circle them. You guys circle them too. Circle D. Actually, let's do D here too. And then you pick either C or D. I'll let you decide, okay? Those 4 you're gonna practice, okay? And then down here, we're just gonna do these together really quick, okay? So what's 5 times 8? 40 plus 3, 43 over 8. Good job. See if you can beat me. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. 22 over 9. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. You guys are going so fast. 7 times 11 is 77. 77 plus 8, 85. Anyone do that? Beat me? That was kind of a hard one. Okay, friends. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. I want you to practice those ones on your own. Any ones that are tricky, save and we can do it together, okay? But you can't save them all. Can't say all of them were tricky, okay? But if one of them you're doing and it's getting you frustrated and it doesn't seem like it's working, then, and you don't have a big brother or sister or someone who's there to kind of help you, figure it out, save it for me, because that's what I'm here for. I don't ever want you to feel stressed or feel like you're doing this by yourself. The only reason I have you do some by yourself, guys, it helps to show me what you can do when you're not watching me. So remember back when we were in school and I would teach a lesson and then I would say, okay, you have to have these 3 done before you can go to recess. And I wouldn't let you go until I checked it. And sometimes I have to nope, it's still wrong. Go back, check it, or I would help you. That's basically what this is. So right now think, I can't go to recess till I have these done. And then when I call you, I'm gonna check them and we'll go through them together. Okay, so since today is Monday, we have reading group. If we have time, I'll check them there. If not, most likely we will check it tomorrow in our calls. Okay, so I'll be checking today's paper and tomorrow's paper. All right, so proud of you guys. Keep persevering, you're doing great. Trying to pause this.